What's up, Lashinistas? Welcome to the show. This is the LivBay podcast, where we talk about pizza. No, I'm kidding. We talk about the ever-growing eyelash business. If this is your first time listening to the show, welcome. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow as a lash artist and or lash business owner. So whether you work for yourself or someone else, this podcast is for you.
Hey guys, this is Shauna and Mike Jones. We are the owners of LivBay Lash. Our heart is to share with you our uphill battle in the lash industry and to show you what started out of a tiny bedroom in our house, extremely broke, has turned into an 8-figure company. We are here to encourage you during your lash journey and to give you guys a real raw version of what things are really like. Yeah, my voice is soothing, actually.
Wow.
Remember you always, remember you used to say that all the time?
I did. Lately, it hasn't been as soothing. I'm usually getting yelled at. No, I'm just kidding.
Behave and that won't happen.
All right. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about
how I beat Mike's ass.
Yeah, wow. Wow. I'm never allowed out of the house. Oh. No, today's episode, we're talking about how to make your own lash strips.
Yes.
But before we jump into that, we got a couple announcements. Announcement number one.
We're in Canada.
We're in Canada. Not quite yet, but we will be in November here. You'll be able to get all your products at LivBayCanada.com. We'll be able to ship. There'll be no duty tax. You can get all those goodies up there. We're very excited. We got some classes coming up. We're going to be in Atlanta, October 19th, Austin, Texas, October 26th, Portland, Oregon, November 2nd, Edmonton, Canada, just in case you're wondering if there's an Edmonton in the U.S. And maybe there is, I don't know. November 2nd, we're going to be in Seattle, November 9th, San Diego, November 16th, and Las Vegas, November 16th. And then that'll probably be it for a little while. We're probably going to take a break, enjoy Thanksgiving and
the holidays,
and get ready to get right back on the road for the new year. If you haven't done so yet, check out Paul and Tuss. They're friends of ours from Lashcast podcast. They're doing a conference called the Lash Conference, formerly known as LashCon. We were there last year. We spoke at it. If you get a chance, you got to check it out. It's November 15th and 16th. A lot of great stuff, a lot of great speakers. Make sure you guys, there's just a ton of great info. Mm-hmm. You can sign up for it at thelashconference.com. Last but not least, we got some online VR classes coming up October 20th and 21st and November 3rd and 4th.
Yeah.
And then our online platform and membership.
Yes, we do have a monthly membership. It's $99 a month. It's pretty amazing. It's basically like Mike and I mentoring you. We do 2 full tutorials from start to finish per month. We do 2 lives with Mike and I, which is like a mastermind session. It's pretty amazing, Zoom style. You get 20% off products. We do 1 free gift a month. And then you have access to Mike and I and a customer service line. So we're here for you through your journey, and anything you need answered, we answer right away.
Yeah. Super cool stuff. Some of you guys
LivBayCourses.com.
Thank you. Some of you guys are like, why do you guys always do the ads in the beginning? Well, number one, it's our brand, so deal with it. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, this is, we don't charge any fees for commercials. We don't bore you guys to death with advertising. We could make some extra money doing it, but we don't do it. Yeah. And so that's why it's
our show.
Yeah, the first 2 minutes. So deal with it.
Fast forward, okay?
Fast forward, yeah. Anyways, jumping into the episode. So a lot of you out there I see making your own customized lash strips, which is really cool. I'm going to have a lot to contribute to this one.
No, I think that it actually started because of COVID. So I think it's an amazing thing that you guys offer clients. People are kind of concerned with making lash strips because they feel as if people are going to veer more towards that instead of getting extensions, and people are kind of nervous like it may hurt their business.
No.
But I think it's an awesome option to have. You have people who are allergic to lash extensions, so those type of clients are going to purchase from you. I think that it's pretty amazing because with strip lashes, it's like if you put a strip lash on, it's not as damaging as if you try and like put 25 millimeter lash extensions on, which we see people do obviously now, but it's a little bit more healthier if you do it in a strip version rather than extensions. So I think it's like a healthier thing if you really want those long, super long, fake lashes, but it's just another avenue of your business where you have, money coming in. So I think it's an amazing thing, and the magnetic lashes too. 2
schools of thought there too. You hear what she said, with COVID, a lot of people, started making their own, and they were worried that people would just want to go with the strip lash look. Lash extensions are never going to go out. They're still very carefree. You don't have to worry about constantly re-gluing that strip back on over and over and over throughout the day, and then you're talking, the one little end comes up, and it's. But like she said, there also are people who have allergies to the cyanacrylate or the carbon black or whatever in the lash glue that can make them break out, and so it is a nice option. Here's how I look at it: if you can't get them for lash extensions, why not get them for lash strips?
Yeah.
And if you're making a customized set that they love, that they can be reused over and over again, why not double down and make that money? Even during like the shutdown when our salons were closed and like it was pretty much illegal to do lash extensions, we had one of the news anchors here in town. I don't remember her name. Jacqueline. We still don't know which news they. Clearly, we don't watch the news. Anyways, she was just like dying, needed to get her lashes done because she's still on TV, and so she was like, "Do you guys have anything for me, please?" You know, so my wife like had our own custom, lash strip line. She would leave outside for her, like, "Yeah, sure, come by my house and pick them up."
And that was like the last pair, so I had none, and like that was the worst time to be out of stock on lash strips because we would have been able to retire because everyone's like, seriously, like I need your strips, and I'm like, we're out.
Yeah. The Flowbee came back. The lash strips were back in.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, though, it's an extra set of income. Number one, it's great practice for yourself because you're learning how to replicate a strip lash look and do all the crazy stuff with the wispiness and the spikes. And it gives you a chance to really practice and dial your own craft in. But number two, it gives you an extra supplemental line of income. And so I think that was really key, which you hit the head on the nail right there, because you're like, well, nothing like COVID will ever happen again. Well, no one really saw COVID coming either. So it's like, it's just a great second avenue to have.
Yeah, I think it's cool too that, if you start doing that, you can display it like in your lash room too. Like you can get a shadow box. I said this before, and like do the sponges with like the strip lash, or there's some really cool like acrylic things that you can get to like advertise your strip lashes. But it's also good for your clients too, because it gives them something to look for. Like if they come in for extensions and they want like a specific style,
your hair looks really nice.
Huh?
I was just looking at your hair. It looks really nice.
Thanks. Shout out to Sassy Boutique.
That was a great blow. I love the curls.
Thank you. I forgot what I was saying.
About the shadow box.
Oh yeah, the shadow box. So it's really good for like your clients that actually get extensions to see that, because it does show like what a versatile like lash artist you are, but it does give them like an idea of like, the style that they want. So it's really good to just kind of have that in there too. But like, it's awesome for additional business, additional revenue coming in. And it's really fun to do too, especially like with the new lash artists. They're always like, hey, like, I'm not really like practicing on anybody. I'm so new. And like, what do I put on my Instagram? Like, do I just put like quotes and stuff like that? And I'm like, why don't you practice on strip lashes or like a sponge?
So if they're brand new and this is kind of a foreign concept to them, can you explain how they would go about making a strip lash?
Yeah, so you can get like standard strip lashes that are basically like a lot of them call
dollar store.
You can get them at the dollar store. I used to actually, but they have like Wet n Wild brand or whatever. But if you just get like a standard,
clearly we used to be very poor.
Hey, listen, let me tell you a quick story. This weekend, I went to my two favorite stores besides Ross, and I was living. I went to the 99-cent only. I spent like an hour in there just going through everything, and then I went to Goodwill, and I love Goodwill, so I will always love Goodwill.
They asked for ID. She had her debit card.
Yeah,
only.
they like asked me.
She's
they
like,
wouldn't let me check out.
License.
I'm like, what the heck? But anyways, like Goodwill, I love it because it takes like 2 hours to go through everything. But like you can literally get like Lululemons from there. I used to get shit from Goodwill and sell it on Poshmark. Like I literally made like
True
20.
Story.
Like I loved it, and I still love it because I get like the best finds, and like I'm literally like. My friend Ashley was like, you're like the cheapest but like rich person I've ever met in my life. And I'm like, I'm not rich yet, but I just love bargain shopping. It's one of my favorite things to do. But anyways, you can get strip lashes. They're considered like practice lashes. So they're already isolated. They're perfectly straight. And what you're going to do is you can just create any type of look with them. It's super easy to do. You can do wispy. You can do like a more crazy strip lash with like spikes. But it's good for you as a new lash artist to do that too, because even if you're afraid to practice on someone or you're just, getting like your jitters out, you can make these strip lashes and sell them. And then, you know what I mean? You have money coming in from that. And that's great if you're not necessarily like charging people to do extensions yet. It's also great for like videos and pictures, like for your Instagram. People love to see like, even if you do it on a sponge, like people love to see like different looks and stuff like that. But it's awesome practice for you if you're a newer lash artist.
Yeah, and those lash strips too, like they're kind of hard to get the actual lashes to adhere to them.
Yeah, because they're just they're more like
plasticky or
yeah, it's nothing like a natural lash.
Yeah, you can't neutralize the pH in a plastic lash.
It's just like plastic. So don't get discouraged because sometimes it's like
so
a pain
if it's
in the
slipping
ass.
off and you're like, I can't get it, or it's just they're all straight down and they don't come naturally curly to practice on.
Yeah.
Just don't get frustrated. Honestly, if you practice on those cheap dollar store strips, it's like Navy SEAL boot camp for lashing. You're just going to be super dope when you get back to a real person. It's going to be way easier.
Yeah. Another great thing you can do is you can actually wear them yourself. So then when you're out in public and people are like, oh my God, I love your lashes. And you're like, great. I made them. Like I make custom strip lashes.
Great conversation starter.
Great conversation starter. But it's good. And then,
hey, I'm Mike. I made these lashes. Like, oh, creepo. You're the guy with the windowless van.
Yeah.
You pedophile. Get out of here. He also makes lashes and puts the lotion on.
No, but I mean, that's like a great advertisement. But also keep in mind with strip lashes, like I've seen people like sell them for like $45. And I think it's like if you put them in, what is it, alcohol or something, like it helps with getting the glue off and keeping them clean. So you can just reuse them all the time. So it's pretty amazing. Yeah. I saw it on Pinterest. I'll have to double check. I think it's alcohol. You like literally leave them. And then they have these cute little things I saw someone selling. It's like a mini, like, not dishwasher, but like washer. And like you wash your strip lashes in them. It was so cool. Yeah. I saw it on Facebook, I think. I was like, oh my God. So cute.
Who comes up with that?
People during COVID. They have
someone's
nothing.
like, hey,
super high. Yeah.
Give me the kid's Hot Wheel car wash toy there. It's just, oh my gosh, I found a dual use.
Yeah, it's so cute. But anyways, yeah, I think that's an amazing thing you can do. Even if you know how to do lashes, let's say you're a 10-year veteran, it's just something you can add to, your menu of things, or you can even get magnetic lashes and sell them too. Great upsell.
Yeah, those are actually both really good tips.
Yeah.
Little food for thought. So obviously at some point in time, as you start to diversify and grow within your career, you're going to want to start getting your own strip lash line as well, just to offer. A lot of times girls are like, why do you guys sell strip lashes if you're an actual lash salon where you install them?
I have some on right now, and I have extensions, so don't ever do that.
Whoa.
Dakota's gonna kill me.
Whoa, that's a double no-no.
I always cut like a little piece off the corners just to give myself my own cat eye when I start like getting stressed out. Like we've been really stressed out lately, and I pick my lashes, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? No self-care. I never have time to get my lashes done. So I cut like the ends of the strip lashes and I glue them on like the ends on top of my extensions. I'm like the worst client.
She's not the only. We live in Vegas. People do that. They'll come and get the craziest mega volume you've ever seen.
And they're like, they're not big enough or long enough.
Then they'll go glue a strip on them. Yeah, you're like, did you put strips on? No, there's like clumps of glue and stuff in there.
I know.
But here's the thing I was going to tell you guys. People take breaks, especially right now. We're in a recession.
Financially, yeah.
So not everybody can afford to keep going back. You got to cut back on certain things. And lashes are a luxury. So it's definitely one of those things that gets cut back on. Not on purpose, but just,
it's the economy.
If you're coming down to feeding your family for the week, you're getting lashes. It's like, sorry, kids. Looks like you're starving this week. Mommy looks
Mom
good.
wants to look
Mom's
good.
lashes are on fleek. You know what I mean? Like, no. Said no mom ever. I hope not, at least. But here's the thing. It's a great, if they're taking a break, in between sets or they can't afford to get them right now, it's a cheaper alternative. What would you rather do? Sell them some of your own brand strip lashes and keep them around, and then when things pick back up, they come back to you for lashes, or just lose them completely? You know what I mean? So it's just a nice little way. It's a win-win. They're happy. They feel beautiful. You're happy. You still retain that client. You actually look like you care, which is huge because most people don't care. They just want to turn and burn clients, and you're taking the extra steps to make them feel better during this time.
Yeah, good point.
Well, that's all we got for you guys today. There's only so many exciting things we could tell you about making your own strip lashes.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on for hours, but I feel this is a good stop-off point right here. Anyways, as always, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to our Facebook group, The Lash TEA. I don't know why I always say that.
I know.
Like it's like a T-shirt. Lash T. Just a big T. Mr. T. Yeah, couldn't find you guys. The Lash T. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel. Obviously, we don't charge a fee for this, but we do grow this thing as a movement. So if you know anybody who can greatly benefit from these podcasts or just want a good laugh, make sure they subscribe to our channel. Until then, we will see you in the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.